All right, so anytime we're solving an inequality, what we need to do is find the zeros and critical points first. So I want to think what values of x would make this equal to 0. And so if x was equal to 3, that would be 0. If x was negative 3, that would be 0. And if x is 0, this whole thing would be 0. So you're looking at each individual piece and kind of figuring out which ones make them equal to 0. But what I really want to know is which ones multiply to give me less than 0. So the idea here is we have four regions basically, less than negative 3, between negative 3 and 0, 0 to 3, and 3 to infinity. So we're going to pick something in each segment and see what happens to this polynomial here when I pick that. So I'm going to pick negative 10. That is in this range here. If I plug it into here, I get negative 10 times negative 13 times negative 7. And when I multiply those together, these are three negative numbers. That's going to give me a negative number. And a negative number is less than or equal to 0. So this is basically negative. This region is negative. And so this will be part of my solution. So my solution goes from negative infinity up to 3. But now we got to check the rest of these areas. So let's check one right here where like negative 1 is. If I plug in negative 1, I get negative 1, negative 4, and 2. This ends up being, looks like positive 8. Well, 8 is not less than 0. That's a positive answer. So anything between negative 3 and 0, you're going to get positive answers that would not be less than or equal to 0. So negative 3 to 0 is not part of my solution. Now let's try one in between 0 and 3, like 1. This would be 1. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. 1 plus 3 is 4. This is negative 8. So that means that this region, no matter what number I pick, I should get a negative number. So that will be part of my solution. And before I finish the rest of my answer, let's just do the last one here. Say this is 4. This would be 4 times 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 plus 3 is 7. These are all positive, 28. So that's a positive region. So if I want to know where this inequality is less than or equal to 0, I just need to look at the negative regions, which are negative infinity to 3. That's this one. Union looks like 0 to 3. And I'm using my brackets because it's less than or equal to 0. So on these particular points right here, it's equal to 0 at those points. All right? And if I wanted greater than or equal to 0, I would have done this region and this region. All right, so the key is find your three critical points, or however many you have. It doesn't have to be three. Make a number line, pick a point in each region. Takes a little bit of time, but it's not that bad once you've done it a few times.